pumpkin and sweet potato and chestnut, oh my! Tokyo Disney Resort did not skimp on their food theming for the Disney Halloween event this season, and we're here to give you our honest feedback on these spooky treats. Hi people, it's Kiyomi from Warrior Magic. We braved through oncoming typhoons to be among the first to try the new Tokyo Disney Halloween foods at Disney Sea to give you our thoughts. And by that, I mean it was a tad windy on our food testing day. We decided to keep the menu items we tried to just those available at the counter service restaurants and not include the special sets or course menus. That left us with 6 savory foods, 8 sweet foods, 8 cocktails, and 3 drinks for a total of 25 items. Only 11 of these, however, were available at Disney Sea, so that's what we have for you today. And hey, if you're enjoying our food videos, don't forget to subscribe to get more Tokyo Disney food tips and news content. This sandwich, as the description suggests, features chicken covered in a spicy sauce and pumpkin gratin over a bed of pickled cabbage in a purple bun. The spicy chicken was not really that spicy, it just had enough spicy to give a slight heat. It really offered a nice flavor. Pair that with the crunchy bite of the pickled cabbage and this sandwich is really good. What this sandwich won't do though is let you forget that it also has pumpkin gratin. That pumpkin is very pumpkin, and not the kind that is bumped up with sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon. This is just nice and thick pumpkin. So if you don't like pumpkin, this one might not be for you. I liked it though. 4.5 out of 5 cannons. Actually, let's make them spooky cannons. Okay, these buns are just adorable. The buns are a Chinese bao or steam bun. The poison apple one is filled with teriyaki chicken, and the pumpkin bao is filled with a bacon potato mix. Just off of presentation, I really wanted to like these. On the positive side, the teriyaki chicken bun is delicious. The bun is a nice size, the flavor of the teriyaki is not too strong, and is a good balance with the chicken. The chicken is minced up so you don't have those awkwardly large chunks of chicken to bite into. 10 out of 10 would recommend the teriyaki chicken. The bacon potato, on the other hand, big miss for us. It has a very strong bacon flavor, which don't get me wrong, I'm a huge pork fan. I love the bacon. There was just an almost artificial quality to the flavor of the meat. It also isn't a crispy bacon, and the softness of the meat with the potato made an overall mushy texture that is just a no for me. 4 out of 5 spooky cannons. It's a shame you have to get them in a set. So this Halloween Sunday secretly had a lot going on. The Mickeys are the candied sweet potato, the ice cream is a sweet potato ice cream, and then the bottom has a cooked chestnut with a raisin bran-esque cereal. The sweet potato is just sweet potato. It's not as soft as you might think. It's also not as candied as you'd think. It's more of a sugar glaze than a candy coating. The ice cream is solid. I actually really like the flavor of the ice cream. The chestnuts, I didn't feel really brought anything to this menu item. They were just kind of there with minimal flavor. It was more of a chore to actually eat them. The cereal was actually a texture pleasantry in eating this sundae. It has a nice crunch to complement the ice cream until you get a bite with raisins. To quote one of our teammates, "The crunch works, but the raisins are unforgivable." Overall, this wasn't too bad, just had some questionable choices. 4 out of 5 spooky cannons. This churro had a heavy maple flavor right off the bat. The pumpkin was surprisingly a little lighter in this treat compared to other treats or food items. The pumpkin flavor presents itself in the center portions of the churro, although we noticed that we didn't get it consistently with each bite. A decent churro with not too much to comment on. 4 out of 5 spooky cannons. This crepe, although it looks more like an omelet, is filled with a sweet mashed pumpkin filling and whipped cream and topped with a white chocolate bat friend. The crepe itself is thicker than your typical crepe, but not too thick so that you forget it's supposed to be a crepe, so medium thickness. The pumpkin filling is pretty substantial and thick. It's sweeter than the pumpkin on the sandwich, but has a nice balance of sweetness, so it's not too heavy. It was good, but not too memorable. Nothing really stood out about this snack. We still give it 4.5 out of 5 spooky cannons. So this one is supposed to be a chestnut tiramisu. Yeah, there were no hints of chestnut at all. My guess is that the chestnut is only in the little chestnut bits used to garnish the top. I just feel like if you're going to put chestnut in the name, it should have some prominence in the dish. The tiramisu itself is lovely. Solid tiramisu if you're a coffee lover. The bottom layer of this tiramisu is a custard, which is not typical in tiramisus. We noted that this custard has a more of a chunky versus smooth texture. Not in a bad way though. It was delicious. 4 out of 5 spooky cannons. This cocktail is exactly what it claims to be. Sparkling, apple, and a cocktail. Just think boozy apple soda with nice added texture of chopped apple on top. Cocktails here in Japan aren't very alcohol forward, and this cocktail is no exception. What is nice is the liquor that soaks into the apple bits on top. It's like a nice sangria, and your girl loves a sangria. It could be stronger, but it was overall a pleasant experience. 4.5 out of 5 spooky cannons. Ugh. Okay, the beer cocktail. I'll be transparent and let you guys know I'm not a big beer drinker. However, I can and do try to stay objective in my taste assessments of beer. Luckily, our team does have beer drinkers and they agreed with all my assessments. The sparkles on top were merely decorative. There is entirely too much foam on top. The foam smells strong and tastes bitter, so I was already offset before I could even get to the beer part. The beer itself is very fruity. It's almost a cross between a beer and a cider, like it can't decide which one it wants to be. Goes without saying, this is not my favorite. 2 out of 5 spooky cannons. Much like the Halloween sundae, this cocktail has a lot going on. There is the muscat liquor, which is nice and refreshing. If you're not familiar, muscat is a type of green grape, and Japanese use the word to refer to all green grapes, not just muscat grapes. So you'll see a lot of that for anything that's green grape flavored here. The apple flavor is not too prominent in this drink, and it gets lost with a good mix of the cocktail, which you should do. Then there's the jelly, which I'm pretty sure is also muscat flavored. I thought the little red silver beads on top were going to be candy, but no, they're chocolate, which didn't really pair well with the rest of the drink. Overall, all the individual ingredients are okay, it just doesn't really come together in this drink. 4 out of 5 spooky cannons. I don't really know about calling this one a jelly drink. I really feel like it's more of a chunky strawberry puree. If you like cherry Coke, I would imagine you'd like this one. The strawberry is definitely present with just a slight hint of cola notes. Short and sweet, I would honestly choose this drink above some of the other beverage options we've tried. 4 out of 5 spooky cannons. I actually really like this one. The drink itself is almost like if you took the sweet potato ice cream of the holiday sundae that we had earlier and melted that. Like melted ice cream? Delicious. Who doesn't love that? Plus, the jellies add a nice texture to the drink. The only thing to be aware of with this beverage is that the milk does make this drink more substantial and heavier, so it could be pretty filling. I wouldn't drink this right before a reservation on the SS Columbia or Magellan's for fear of ruining my appetite. It was delicious, and I can definitely see myself getting one of these again. 5 out of 5 spooky cannons. All in all, our general assessment on these foods is you get what they tell you they're giving you. If it says pumpkin, they use pumpkin. If it says sweet potato, it's not just sweet potato flavored, but it's actually sweet potato. These flavor profiles and textures are different, but it's all an adventure, so we had fun with it. I can't wait to try the rest of the menu. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our Halloween Foods Part 2, where we try the rest of the special menu items. This has been Kiyomi with Warrior Magic. Feel free to check out our other food videos. Until next time, bye people!